Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky15, where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. It's a little bit late vlogging tonight, but that's because I've been at the races doing my university work placement. I've been there, I was there for 12 hours in the end, learning the ropes, seeing what they do behind the scenes, spent a little bit of time in their editing suite, and then I went down to their behind the scenes in the studio for the racing at Wolverhampton, and also as well for On the Line with Matt Chapman. It was good fun watching it all, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck in there over the next few weeks, so I can't wait to be getting stuck into that. I'm going to be giving you some predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action, but I'll just quickly reflect on how today's selections ran. In the end, we only had two runners in the end, which were both at Ayr due to Plumpton being kind of called off at the last minute. So that was kind of disappointing there, as our Nap Clondor Beasto was meant to run there, and we also backed Jersey Bean as well. So we only had two runners, and they ran at Ayr, and the first one of those was one Great Rex, which was kind of like a 7 Raider going up north, chefed at Overy, and that put in a pretty good performance, I thought. Front ran pretty much all the way round and had quite a lengthy lead at some parts of the race, but in the end it just got pulled back by the well supported horse Too Many Chiefs, and it just lost by half a length in the end. But it wasn't a bad run considering that horse had had a bit of a sticky patch of form, so maybe that's definitely one to keep in the memory bank for future races. Our other horse that ran was Casual Cavalier. That finished second. Wasn't like very prominent. It was always kind of midfield, kind of in the rear division, being held up. But in the end, it managed to run through runners, finish second, but kind of got well beaten in the end. So that one really was never probably going to win. But second place isn't the worst thing you're ever going to see in a horse race. So all in all, not a bad day, but a shame we just couldn't get a winner from those two runners. And like I said, we didn't have a full selection of runners anyway, with the Plumpton meeting abandoned. But anyway, I'm going to be just focusing on Hereford tomorrow. Going to be looking at 4 races there to make up an each way Lucky15, following the same format of an Napa, next best, a long shot, and an unknown. And tomorrow we're going to start off with my next best, but this easily could have been an unknown. It's in the 12:20 at Hereford in the maiden hurdle, and I'm actually going with a horse here called the Spirit of Rome. It's currently around 6-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Harry Whittington. He uses the services of Harry Bannister, and these two work really well together. They've been combining for a lot of winners recently. And the last time we saw this horse was on its hurdle debut on Boxing Day at Fontwell, where it ran in second place and ran pretty well, I thought, and it just lost to the Gary Moore horse, Eagle de Rouge, which ran in the listed race at Huntington on Friday and put in a good performance that day. I think it might have beaten Gumball, or it was pretty close to Gumball, and also the Nicky Henderson horse, Style de Garde. It actually finished third in that race, and it was considered an outsider, and only got beaten by about 5 lengths. So all in all, the piece of form isn't too bad, and I thought 6-1, that was definitely a good each way bet tomorrow, and I would see that one making the frame tomorrow, considering a lot of these other horses haven't still jumped over obstacles yet, or haven't really shown that much improvement, and I thought this horse was a little bit overpriced at the moment, so it'd be interesting to see if that one's a market mover tomorrow. We then go for our second selection, staying at Hereford, and it's going to be our long shot tomorrow. It's a horse called Gonnabegood. Well, I hope it's going to be good, living up to its name. Trained by Jeremy Scott, whose horses have been running fairly well of late. Uses the services here of Matt Griffiths, and this horse is tomorrow's making its chase debut, and I thought I had a pretty good chance at 15-2 tomorrow. It's going to be carrying a nice low weight, and its last 2 runs have been over hurdles, where it finished first and second in its last 2 outings, and I thought off a lenient mark, I think it's off 89, he had a fairly good chance of running a good race tomorrow, and it wouldn't be a surprise to me if he was in the mix, and I think he could go very close tomorrow. So that's going to be the second selection, going to be good. The third selection tomorrow is the Nap in 305 with a horse called Gassingolf of Kerry Lee and Richard Johnson taking the ride. Thought that was an interesting jockey book in this horse. Gassingolf put in a really good third place last time out behind two good horses. One was Call Me Lord of Nicky Henderson, who could go on to maybe run in the Champion Hurdle I've been hearing, or some good other races at Cheltenham. Also as well, the horse that finished in second that beat Gassingolf was a horse called R. Merlin, who's really been climbing through the handicaps, so no disgrace to finish third to that horse. So I thought really this horse tomorrow, Gassingolf, currently 7-2, had a very good chance considering it's been well handicapped in the past off a higher mark in the past, and it's now been revised quite down to a lowly mark, and I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow in receipt of a little bit of weight from some of its market rivals at the moment to go very close, and I thought this one at 7-2 was quite a good price to be getting stuck into. So that's going to be the nap selection tomorrow in the 305 at Hereford. We then stay at Hereford for the last selection, and we're going with a horse here that I thought was quite interesting runner tomorrow. It's a horse trained by Richard Woodcott, and Daryl Jacob takes the ride. It's called Born to Size. It's currently around 11-2 with bookmakers at the moment. Now, we've only seen this horse once over chase obstacles, and it won on its chase debut in a beginner's chase over in Ireland at Thales, and the form of that beginner's chase is actually not too bad. It beat a horse that day called You Can't Call Her That, which subsequently gone on to run some good races and has now rated 127 over the chase obstacles. So I thought this horse tomorrow, running off a mark of 113, Born to Size, had a very good chance if it could run anywhere near the mark of 127. If it can run £14 high, you would like to have thought it had a very good chance of being close. And I thought really tomorrow, with the way it was well supported as well in the beginner's chase at Thales, it went off favourite and won in style, giving away weight. It gave £7 to that horse that I just told you about. I thought I had a very strong claims in this race tomorrow and could potentially go well. So they're the selections at Hereford tomorrow. If you've got any other bets going on at Ayr or Kempton or any others at Hereford, or you want to take me on at my own game, please let me know in the comments box below. Also as well, gamble responsibly. You can also follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter at Lucky15. So that's all I've got to say really. Hopefully we can have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully a few of those can become winners, and we'll be seeing you soon.